Hey guys, just a quick update on my 20-gallon long reef tank. Tank's been running for about 10 months now. 6 of those months I had it in a little 10-gallon and I upgraded to this one. From that time to now, or up to I guess a couple weeks ago, I doing real good. I'd say maybe like 3-4 weeks ago, I was moving a fish out and disturbed some of the rock because he was pretty fast, and I moved some of the rock. Got a nice heavy nitrate, or got a nice cycle going, a mini cycle, I guess you could call it. So right now my levels are getting back to stable. I almost lost, if you can tell back there, my Mystic Sunset Monty. See if the camera can focus. I had a green candy cane coral along with that one right there, this little pearl white one, starting to grow back. Reef Tech Starburst Monty. Had that in my 10-gallon tank. The light wasn't enough and it completely bleached out. Left it in my tank, forgot about it, moved it into this tank, and within about a week it started showing process. So it's getting there. Got this little plating, not too sure on what it is. If anybody knows, if you want to comment. Got my little mandarin in there. He's been in there for about 6-7 months now. Active, see him eating. Feeds on mysis and brine shrimp. I have a little combination I feed 2-3 times a week. You can see him there. Picked up that war coral right there. I've had for 10 months. That was one of the first corals I got. As you can see, it's finally starting to encrust on the rock. Talking to a couple of reefers, they were telling me it has to do with the way I mounted it on there. Then I got another one right there, some scrambled egg zoas, various other zoas that are doing real well. Got some zoas in the back there. Those, they were growing real well, and then they kind of stopped, and now they don't grow. They just kind of sit there. Got a Easter egg chalice is what it was sold to me as, but I'm not too sure. I've had that for maybe like 2-3 months. A lot of corallines growing on there. Down here, sorry about that guys, light's kind of bright with this cheap camera. Got a Statosa frag over there in the corner of right by the torch coral. It was dying, it broke off in somebody's tank, and then it was given to me, so I've had that for maybe like a week. My open brain coral's doing good every day. That right there, my little plate, I had for like 7 months, and then it just started to die. When I moved it from my 10-gallon to my 20 to this one right here, is when it seemed like the sand started irritating it, and then it just started receding, and now it's like that. I still feed it twice a week, and it's kind of hanging on by a thread, but I guess when these die, sometimes little baby plates come off of it, so hopefully that happens. Picked up a couple of Monties. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I had a little nitrate spike, or ammonium mini cycle. My Monty right there started to go, but it cleaned up, starting to grow, almost completely faded out. So now it's getting its color back, starting to grow slowly. I got a little Alveopora. I got a couple other Monties, green on green, and then I have the bigger one is green with pink polyps. Got a nice purple Monty. That coral right there, I'm not too sure what it was. I was trying to figure it out. If you guys know, comment in the section below. Acans, I noticed that when I feed them or spot feed them, they tend to grow relatively faster. Spongotis, I believe is what they call this one. It used to be nice and yellow, and then I was just moving around in the tank trying to find a place for it. And I know this isn't the best place, but I mean, the polyps, you can see them, they're real nice. Along with that mini cycle, I lost my bird's nest, which I was pretty upset about. Hammer, sometimes it does good, sometimes it doesn't. I noticed it was starting to sprout new little heads because this was sold to me as a branching. I don't know if you can kind of tell, and then it does good, then it doesn't. My anemones, still got a total of 5. Once I put the clowns in there, they stopped multiplying. Then I have another Mystic Sunset Monty. I have a cup coral. I have a digitata which broke off. I have some type of green SPS coral. What I've noticed in my tank, I think it's just because I have quite a bit of flow. that they don't grow as fast, but they get really thick. Like this digitata used to be a real small twig, and now it's maybe doubled, maybe tripled in thickness. I was moving it one day, re-gluing it, because it fell off the glue spot right there, and I broke one of the branches, which is right there. That meteor shower coral, I had it for about a week, and I had it up wedged in between that green SPS frag and the bottom, and if you can tell, it started encrusting on it. My tank right now uses maybe about 5 mil of alkalinity a day. I dose it every day at night. Test sometimes 2-3 times a week, depending. I do a 5-gallon water change in this. Total volume is probably maybe like 18 gallons. No skimmer, just quite a bit of live rock, as I mentioned before. Let me know what you guys think.